I'm going to start off by reading a quote. I don't know what the key to success is, but the key to failure is trying to please everyone, by Bill Cosby. I didn't think about that for right. I'm going to say it in like two different ways of how like I interpreted the quote. One being like in school, like me personally, I spend my time trying to like help other people, even though like, I won't even know what's going on like in the class, and instead of like me seeking help from someone else in the class or from a teacher, then I kind of just like put it off, and it kind of makes me not kind of like mess up in class or not truly understand what's going on, so then I fall like really far behind in class, and that messes me up. And then a second one would be like in a relationship or like in like maybe like dating or something. I feel like today in society, like being a girl, there's like a standard of what you're supposed to look like or what you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be like medium height, long, like blonde, brown hair, blue eyes, skinny body, flat ass. Like you're just supposed to be this standard of a girl. And if you don't look like that, then it's like you're not accepted by people. So people like me, you try and like kind of like go into those standards, like you try and like lose weight and you try and have like long hair even though you don't want to have it, and like you try and be a certain way to please somebody else instead of being like who you really are. In conclusion, I feel like people should just be themselves and not try and like fall into the standard of trying to be like somebody else, and just be who you are. And like what the quote says, I don't know what the key to success is, but I feel like being yourself could be a really good way to help yourself succeed in life.
You're tired, so to go home really hard. So you go up and down.
All right, well, I think you need an attention device other than the quote itself, but I thought your interpretation was pretty reasonable. It sounds like there's a plan for the speech, and I thought at first that you were previewing the presentation, but it's actually, you'd kind of started the speech at that point, so it's not really a preview, it is the start of the speech. The supporting material is a little abstract at times, so some particular examples would help. You kind of do have evaluative statements about what you think society believes is the way women are supposed to look, and that would be one of those things. Oh, how do you know that? What makes you think that people see the world that way? There are probably a dozen examples of things that you could be talking about that would illustrate this point and give you a chance to pontificate, go off, make comments and asides that would be interesting. And I think you've kind of missed those because you're rushing a little bit trying to get through the speech instead of thinking a little bit about the stuff that you're going to talk about. This is going to be one of those ones where you say, oh, I could have said that, I could have said that. There are going to be a whole bunch of those kinds of things that go on. Most of the presentation is okay. There are a couple of things that you're doing that I think are little things to watch out for. First, I think you need to project a little bit more. We can hear you, that's fine, but it's like your energy level is low, and sometimes you're coming across like, this is unfair, this is not right, and you should get a little self-righteous and maybe increase your voice a bit and give us some inflection that indicates that. There's nothing bad that you did, it was just, it felt a little bit less engaging than it could be as a consequence. You do have nervous gestures. Your hands are, sometimes there are indicators, but lots of times you're tugging on your shirt or you're pulling on this, or you got all of your energy is coming out in your arms and your hands, and so you want that to be a little bit more deliberate. So I like the indicators when they're happening, but there's a lot of other stuff that's going on too that probably is just, like I said, nervous energy coming out. All right, thank you.